Hello and welcome to the 7th video in PM Square's series, The 10 Steps Any Customer Should Know Before Implementing a Planning Solution, based on the ebook by the PM Square team, which can be found at the URL shown on the screen. In this video, we'll be talking about solution testing. So why do we test? Well, there's a number of reasons to do testing within our budgeting and planning solution development. First and foremost, we want to confirm that everything works from a technical perspective. So as we are building our model objects or our code snippets, we want to test those out and see if they're functioning properly, and also if there's any technical issues in the data flow and any drivers from data sources and data targets. We also want to approve that the solution is functioning as intended, that it actually hits the mark. So we can have a perfectly fine working solution, but it might not actually achieve the intended goal that we set out for in our scope. Another area of testing is system performance. We want to make sure that our solution will perform well at scale once we throttle up the amount of data and start to simulate a production environment. And it ensures that we're ready for a successful go live. Let's describe the 4 main types of testing we're covering. That's unit testing, integration testing, system testing, and user acceptance testing, or UAT for short. Starting things off with unit testing. This is the most basic type of testing, and this covers just one model object build and tests out each item to make sure it functions correctly in a silo. So we confirm that the code performance is accurate. We ensure that individual components work successfully, and this gets us ready for integration testing. Once we have a few model objects built, say we're doing a multi-cube type solution, integration testing will get us looking at how the objects function together. So how is the data flow operating? How are the calculations between the cubes? And is that successful working together as we had originally designed in the scope? We can review the interoperability of the modules, and we can help resolve any issues as we progress in development. Finally, as we get towards the end of development, we have system testing, and this is the end-to-end. This covers the entire solution, can also cover security performance, and lets us know not only is everything working properly, but does it achieve the intended result that we set out to do in the scope? So this will be a much broader testing covering all of the model objects, and this will help us remediate bugs and resolve malfunctions. And we're also going to do regression testing, ensure other parts of the solution aren't impacted. So regression testing is covering retesting parts of the solution that have been tested, because you want to make sure you're not plugging one hole and sprouting a leak in another area of the solution. Finally, once system testing is complete, that marks the end of development. And then we're going to get into user acceptance testing. So this actually is the first time that we invite the users in to get their hands into the solution. And they are going to develop test scripts, which can be as simple as Excel files where they write in all the detailed steps and nuances of their intent for the solution. So it could be as detailed as login, success, fail, navigate to the dashboard, navigate to the OpEx module, enter in $500 for marketing budget, see data process through to final P&L. So all the individual steps that they intend to perform in a typical planning cycle are going to get tested within that UAT part of the testing. Another important part of UAT is that we have multiple software environments. So that's a whole separate set of servers to experiment and run these test scripts in. So we have always had our development environment, but in UAT, we're going to have a separate set of servers for UAT, or test, or QA for quality assurance. And that environment is where the test users will enter and perform their scripts. And budget permitting, ideally, we'd have a third set of servers, a third environment for production. Production would run, obviously, the live production environments. It would not be edited, except in the circumstances of scheduled outages to migrate any changes from UAT or development. So that would be best practice. Smaller customers, they'll tend to do a set 2 servers or 2 environments. Additionally, in UAT, it can be helpful to have a remediation tracking system. So there's ticket systems available like Jira, Asana, or ClickUp. Or for smaller projects, we can just leverage Excel to track all the tickets, all the bugs, issues, and the resolution of each and assigned parties. Thanks for watching. If you got value from this video, please like and subscribe to the PM Square YouTube channel, share with your colleagues, and be sure to read our ebook. Thank you.